Fewer than 3% of West Country firms sell outside the UK. That's according to official figures. And today, a campaign has been launched to get more companies to think global. It kicks off at Temple Meads railway station in Bristol, where organisers have landed a shipping container full of local products that are sold abroad. And our business correspondent, Dave Harvey, is there. So, Dave, you're really with the success stories, aren't you? But the idea is we need more of them.
Absolutely right, Alex. And we're doing a tea tasting here at Temple Meads. Let's have a go at this. That's lemon, ginger and manuka honey, if you don't mind, made by a Bristol herbal tea firm and sold across the world. There's also this handmade bike from Bradford-on-Avon, which goes very well in Beijing, I'm told. But as you say, they need an awful lot more of this. There is some good news if we look at the official stats. First of all, growth in exports across the southwest up more than 7% in the last year. Compare that with national figures where, well, growth only up by 0.9%. So the southwest growing faster than the rest of the country, but as you say, that's still less than 3% of all companies here in the southwest of England who are exporting at all. So, what can they do about it? And what do the firms that do export put their success down to? Woody. A library, walls lined with the flavours they mix here from around the world.
So spearmint.
From this little unit in South Bristol, they sell their concoctions back to the world. Yes, meet the man who really does sell tea to China.
They've been growing green tea for thousands and thousands of years. They're the experts in green tea. However, like the Brits, they're waking up to the opportunities of herbal tea, the taste and the flavours.
They're in dozens of countries, and they know what they're doing. But they wish they had, well, a little more help from London.
Well, we go to the trade shows in Japan or in Germany or in America, and wherever we go, the Brits are kind of little minnow set up in the corner sometimes. We're in the shadow of these big places like Italy and Germany. They've got such massive tents or marquees. They've got hundreds of companies turned up, all well funded by their governments, we feel, in some way, shape or form.
Well, it goes all over Europe, right across the other side of Europe, Eastern Europe, Germany, France.
No, James Whittick doesn't sell golf balls or clubs. From a particularly green part of our lush West Country, James sells top-class fertilisers for very picky customers.
I do some deals in the Gulf, for example, where I know they can get the stuff from China. And yet, I said to them, I'm not going to be competitive, you're going to get this stuff from China. He said, no, we need it from you, we need it from the British.
Two West Country firms tasting global success then, but it seems they are still the exception, not the rule. Which is why they filled this shipping container with West Country success stories. Bit of a little local trade show going on down here as well, all kinds of other companies. They've even got some Somerset cheese, which is huge in Korea. But James Monk from Pointswest, you're the man behind this. What's the big idea?
The big idea is we need to get more of these really successful companies in the southwest exporting. Exports to the southwest are worth about 13.8 billion. We want to grow that.
But how are you going to do it with a random shipping container outside Temple Meads?
We're going to get it out and about. A lot of company owners, they know about exporting, but sadly they've got it in the too difficult box. We've got to encourage them to talk to us, to talk to UKTI, to find out how they can do it to break the barriers down.
And briefly, James, the Chancellor tomorrow up for his autumn statement. What would you like from him?
What would I like? Well, what I think every exporter would like are some tax credits for when they're exporting, to get, like they do for R&D, to get some money back to help them to get into these new markets.
OK, James Monk, thanks very much indeed. If you want to see what the West Country does sell across the world, pop down to Temple Meads perhaps and have a taste for yourselves.
Thank you very much for that. And of course, we'll have more later as well.